Welcome or welcome back to another vlog. How you all doing? Um, I just got through reading and I also just got through doing some journaling. I was trying to find some new updated journal prompts to add to my list for journals. So I just kind of been scrolling on Pinterest, and I also have watched two YouTube videos this morning. I know it's really not good to start your mornings off, and I'm working on that. I feel like a lot of people, sometimes we have a problem. Sometimes we start our mornings off with the phone, our cell phones, and read. But I look at it, if you starting it off, if you looking at your phone, you watch some type of positivity or motivation, that's lately pretty much I've been doing. Like if I do scroll on my phone, it's mostly times I'm looking at some type of positive YouTube video or some form of motivation to get the day started. I kind of had like a little late start this morning because it's actually my first day off. I've been working both jobs. It's been a very, very, very busy week for me. I've been had to pull a lot of weight. Like I say, I've been working both jobs. Um, Let me see. Yeah, it's just been real busy. So I think that's one reason why I kind of laid down a little later than normal. But really, I felt like I really didn't get up too late in the morning because normally I get up around 9 anyway, 9 o'clock a.m. on my off days. I usually sleep in around that time, but I think I got up like about 9:40 something because, like I said, I was looking at a YouTube video. And I had to get straight up after I wash my face and brush my teeth. I said it's time for me to make me an iced coffee. Lately, I've been using the white chocolate mocha milk coffee creamer, and sometimes what I do when I get kind of halfway with the creamer and I still drink my 2% milk, of course I mix it with the 2% because the caramel macchiato and the white chocolate mocha, both of those milks are real sweet. So when I drink most of it down, I mean not drink most of it down, when I pour half of it up, or if I'm using on a daily basis when I make my iced coffee in the morning, I sometimes, when I get like about halfway of the bottle, I add a little of the regular 2% milk or whichever milk I have. Sometimes I do oat milk, almond milk, and I mix it with that. But overall, these last couple of days, I probably just been using like the 2% milk, and it still tastes the same. It kind of take away the sweetness, like, cause I don't get me wrong, I like for my coffee to have a little sweet to it, but I don't be wanting it to be too, over too sweet. But yeah, it's really been good. Like I just been doing the white chocolate mocha, but I still milk creamer, but I still like the caramel macchiato cream as well. And I don't know, my mornings. I talk about my mornings a lot, and I end up having to get some more of these too, these little hydration. I got them in blue raspberry this time. You all seen when I was telling you about this that I be putting these in my water. They're supposed to be good, like for your electrolytes, I want to say. And they put me in amount of crystallites, and I just been adding them to my water. But I usually don't add a whole pack. You can get like two servings off of, you pour half and save the half for another day. You don't necessarily have to use the whole pack, but it been really, I don't know, it's been really, really good for me. I don't know, because sometimes I find myself getting dehydrated, and so since like I've been using that, it really been helping. But I do drink a lot of water, and I tell anybody there's nothing like drinking a lot of water. Um, but yeah, like I said, I was looking at a couple videos, and I don't know, I'm starting to see the platform, and it's really growing. YouTube, like I said, I've been on this platform for what, 5 years now, and I know I'm still considered a small channel, but God really been ministering to me, and I'm kind of glad that I'm still slowly growing. And I know this with this platform, like it's not an easy journey. You have to really enjoy creating content and really enjoy what you're doing. And so he's really been ministering to me, or he's just been speaking to me lately over the last couple weeks now, that I gotta just continue to keep showing up and just appreciate my journey where I'm at, because I know we living in a different time area. You know, even the world is kind of different now. Like, times is really changing, and I'm seeing it, you know, with my own eyes. Like, don't nobody have to really tell me. Like, I see, observe a lot of things, you know. And all I can say is that I can just only, not tell anybody, you just only be yourself, you know. I love watching creators evolve and people, you know, telling you how you can become your best self and motivate you to, you know, if you got a channel or, you know, to keep going. But I'm learning now that I just got to appreciate my journey where I'm at, you know, appreciate the people that been, you know, been rocking with me all this time. Because like I say, I've been doing it for 5 years. This is not an easy journey. And I know sometimes, you know, a lot of people want fast growth and fast success, and you know, I say if I have to um, pretend to be someone I'm not, just to grow faster or to get more views or more attraction, I don't want that. I would rather just continue to stay in the, you know, in this area with my life where I could just continue to slowly grow. Because I even feel like that with life, you know, we live in, like I say, society where if you haven't reached a certain goal by a certain age, like you're left behind. And I feel like you're not left behind because something haven't happened for you right away, just because it happened for someone else. I just feel like it's a time and season for everything. And then I'm also learning that I have to tell myself, you know, that I have to give myself grace, you know, um, because I look at a lot of channels and people, you know, speaking on some of the things that I probably be, you know, facing, or some that I might be, you know, some that I probably be dealing with, or in my personal life. And you know, like I say, the platform is really, the platform has grown over the years. Like, there's a lot of creators. I feel like it's over, might be like a billion, more than 1 million creators, and that's a good thing, because I'm glad to see his platform grow like the way it have been over the last couple of years. Because I think I was watching a video where someone was speaking on how YouTube is actually taking over, like getting more attraction than Netflix. So you know that's a good thing, because I think I was telling you all, I don't even really hardly watch Netflix as much, or Lifetime. Every blue moon, because like I say, you can really watch Lifetime videos on YouTube. That just shows you how the platform is really, you know, growing more than normal, you know. And they were saying how it's taking over Netflix, and you know, like I said, there's a lot of great creators out there, and you know, people that just really inspire others, and I like that for each and everybody that's, you know, in the creator space. But I'm also learning that I just got to appreciate my journey. And I know I talk about YouTube all the time because it's something I'm passionate about. I just got to appreciate where I'm in my journey right now, where I'm comfortable, what I'm comfortable to making, because I'm learning now, even with my channel. Like, I was looking at a couple of my older videos. I have grown so much. What I do, I usually just download. They have where you can download your older videos, and you know, if you want to save them to your phone or your computer, you can rewatch those videos. And I was watching one yesterday, and it was made in 2024. So that's been 2 years ago, and I have grown so much from a lot of my content. And then I think in that video I was mentioning about, because I think I remember that day, like some of the videos, 'cause like I said, I got so many videos now out, I can't remember exactly every little detail that had happened at that time in my life, but it's really showing me how far I have became over these past 5 years. And even though that my journey or my process in life is still slow, it's a slow growth for me, that I need to just appreciate the now, like appreciate what I'm at right now, you know. And I just feel like you can't be like everybody else. You can only be yourself. Like, there can only be one you, you know. And if you try to be like everybody else and trying to chase a dream and success so fast, you know, that you forget the blessings. So that really been waking me up. Like, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, man, I usually feel so bad because I'm you know, I've been on this platform for, like I say, 5 years, and I haven't reached this amount of, you know, with the community. But I appreciate, but then God had to tell me, and then I had to think about it myself. You have to appreciate the blessings that I have given you now. So I gave you the platform. I started you off the platform. I gave you the voice to, open up and share some parts of your life with the world, or maybe help inspire or help someone else that might be going through something, and you sharing it through your videos. But you also have to look at it in a different perspective and appreciate where you at right now, and stop trying to look for fast success. And so that really woke me up. And then, of course, I'm back currently reading the book of Proverbs. I think I was telling you all with Faith Chat, because I missed Faith Chat the last 2 Thursdays. That let you know, it's like I said, it's been a very, very busy week for me. I missed the last 2 Thursdays. These past 2 Thursdays, because it's been very, very busy. Like, I've been busy at both hotels. For some reason, we've been getting a lot of banquet events at both of them. Like, I go back tomorrow. I work Wednesday. So today is Tuesday. I work Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, I work the night shift at my second hotel job. Thursday, I work both of them. So I got 2 banquets. One of them, which is my first job, I know it's like for 16 people. And the other hotel, I work there that evening, which is the second job. So it's like my schedule still somewhat busy. And I'm kind of happy that the business is picking up. But when it do pick up, your body just get tired, and that's another thing I'm trying to find, like a balance with how I can still show up for myself without being too tired. Because what people don't understand, and that's another thing, when you work in 2 jobs, it's not easy. A lot of people be saying you need to chase, the money, and there's nothing wrong with having more than one stream of income, because like I said, we're living in the area now. If you have to have more than one stream of income, I tell anybody, go for it. If you got 2 jobs, or how many jobs, and you like it ain't so much that I like my jobs, it's just I need my jobs to help make money, but I make the best out of them. Even though the work is it can get to the point where it's starting to affect my body sometimes, where I have to push myself to get up. And I had spoke on this I think I spoke about this on my in an older vlog, or one of my most recent vlogs, about how working banquet service / food service is really not easy, especially the banquet service part, because it requires a lot of lifting, moving around. It's very fast paced. So when you constantly moving around like that, and you have to be on time, and then these people spending a lot of money on these events, you really have to be on your P's and Q's. So that's a lot. And that's a lot of stress for a person. But not too many people talk about how working so many jobs have you, like I say, have you a little tired or burnt out. And it's really sad, because it's becoming a normal thing. Like, a lot of people normalizing this. And I remember times where when one job was good enough, and you still had, extra money to be able to, after you pay your bills, maybe treat yourself to something, or buy yourself a nice outfit or whatever. It's just sad that nowadays we live in an era now where it's becoming normalized that you have to have 3 and 4 jobs, when we know realistically that's not the case, because your body will shut down on you, your body will shut down on you. And then, like I tell people, and I know, money, you can't, money is just a part of what you need. You have to have money, that's true, to sustain your life, or buy, bills still have to be paid. But some people forget, in the reality that we forget to live. And I said, I don't want, and that's another thing, I don't want to live my life to the point where I'm constantly chasing the money, but I'm forgetting to live. That's why when I do work, if you've been following me for quite some time, a lot of you all know that sometimes y'all see me more in my work clothes than you see me in regular street clothes, unless if I'm at home, like I am now on my off day. But I always try to find some type of peace after work, because we all need that peace of mind. And like I say, not everybody speak on this, but and then when you speak on something like this, some people think you're over exaggerating. But reality, God then just, God, yeah, He wants us to work and, do the good works of Him, and, make sure we taking care of ourselves. Like, if, but we can't forget to live. It shouldn't be a thing where you just got to be like a hamster on the wheel, just move to the point where you can't do for yourself, and you passing out because you was told that you need to chase the money and you forgetting to live, and I'm like, it's sad, but like I say, I'm forever grateful and blessed for, the opportunities that come for me. But I'm just learning now in this stage of my life, I can just only be myself and I can show up as the best version of myself. I can't be like nobody else, and I can only just do the best I can. And so yeah, that's how I've been kind of like lady. Just he really been ministering to me about that because, like I say, when you scrolling online and social media, and then like I say, when you in this kind of space, you do get influenced, or you kind of because they always say kids, but like I say, it affect adults too. Adults can go through some of the same things that children do if they online all the time. You constantly scrolling. So that's why I try to watch what I say, and I feel like overall, when I come on my, when I share certain things on my platform, I try to be as positive as I can, even though I might be going through a tough area or tough storm in that, current moment, but I felt in that current moment. But nobody is perfect in this world. We all make mistakes. But I also like to tell people we got to also learn to give ourselves grace. And I know not too many of us do that because we just so used to on the go, 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 and trying to figure this thing out that we not learning to just give ourselves grace in our current moment, or what God have blessed us to be at in the in the area in our life. Like I feel like life is like a journey. Like you just never know what you might face or what might occur, but you still just continue to keep pushing through as you figuring it out. But yeah, we have to learn to just give ourselves grace and just appreciate where we are right now. Yeah, because like I say, you will be in the you will have this mindset of like you're not doing enough because you watching so many people probably be successful, but you don't know what it took for those people to become successful. And so that's what he really been speaking to me lately, is just appreciate my journey right now. It's even sometimes at work, like I look at, when I'm on at the jobs, like, when you working for a company and you feel like you feel stuck in a certain area, like you might have people been working for a company for 20, 30 years and they might be still in the doing the same thing in the same department. But see me, I just feel like if I can't grow somewhere, or if I'm gonna say it like this, if I continue to stay doing something in the hospitality industry, for instance, hopefully I can find myself and have the confidence enough, which I feel like my confidence level has gotten a lot better, to be able to work on a upper position, maybe like a position where I can be able to, I ain't gonna say lead, but like right now, like I say, I'm a server slash banquet server. I do banquets at both jobs, and I'm a restaurant server. Okay, I have the experience as a server. Like I'm a great server, but it's time to figure out ways how I can move up, move up, move up. If I can't figure out, I've been looking at, if I can't move up in this particular company, that means it's time to do something different where I can grow, because I don't want to get stuck and have the mindset of saying that this all I'm good at is being a server, when that ain't what God really want me to do for forever. Like I mean, we all have to do what we have to do to make ends meet and to survive. But when you have the potential and you're great at other opportunities and you got skills in different areas, and it's always good to always go for a higher opportunity, because I know this now. And I kind of I ain't gonna say I got upset. I know someone was telling me a little bit while back, almost as like if the person was telling me that I need to just continue to have the same mindset of staying doing one thing forever. And I just feel like as older people, we should never tell a younger person, because I feel like when you between your 20s to your 40s, you still kind of young and you figuring out. But for someone that's fit, I would say someone that might be 50 and up, or maybe 60 and up, but I'm gonna just say 50 and up, because 50 a little older than me. I'm just 40. You should never tell somebody, just because like if something never worked out for you, to tell that person that they need to stay in this area in their life, like meaning that they should never like they shouldn't grow. You telling them to stay stuck at, or just telling them to stay in this specific field and not helping them. It just, you have to really be careful sometimes too who the advice you take from others. That is so true. I was watching a video about that. Be careful on some advice you take, because not all advice is good advice. And so I would never encourage nobody to stay stuck in the area in their life because they feel like they can't do better. You don't do that. You always want to grow. There's room for advancement in anything you do. So yeah, but I just kind of want to come in my morning. Like I said, it's a beautiful sunny morning. I mean, I'm talking about not Sunday because it's Tuesday, but sunny morning outside, and I probably just sit here. And I don't even know if I'm gonna do my workout. Y'all know I've been telling you out. I've been trying to build, trying to work on belly fat, which I'm still doing that. But we're gonna see. I might do my workout later on, or I might try to pull some little mini movements in. I don't know if I might film me doing my workout because I've been filming my workout probably in the last 3-4 videos, and it's really the same little 5-minute workout that I normally been doing. It's a video that I watch here on YouTube, and it's supposed to help me lose belly fat. But one of the queens, and I shout her out, Miss Sharon, China, she's very, very great creator, Simply Sharon. I followed her, and she also followed me. She was telling me to try to lose belly fat, try turmeric and ginger tea. And I'm gonna try that. I think I have tried turmeric before, but I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna look on Walmart because this last tea that I purchased, I actually got it off Walmart. That lavender tea that I've been telling you all. When I say the lavender tea been good, I've been making mocktails like crazy off of it. It actually tastes good, ice too. So I might make me a cup of that tea later on. And yeah, but she was telling me to try ginger tea and turmeric, and I'm gonna try that to see, because this belly fat, it gotta go. It gotta go. But it's like I say, I'm giving myself grace. It's steps. Everything takes time, and like I say, a plant, it takes time to grow, and if it don't have water and sunlight, it won't grow. But at the end of the day, everything is a process in this growth season. So yeah, I've been looking at myself as a plant. I gotta take my time to grow. So when I do be blossom, I'll be it'll be worth why I waited in my waiting season.